Welcome, friends on YouTube.
First of all,
We're about to kick off.
I'd like to thank the owners and supporters of the W6BVR repeater, and as always, the Back Valley Radio Club for letting us use this repeater. If there's priority traffic at any time, let me know, and we will clear the frequency. Is there any priority traffic right now? The 2 Meter Crew is not an actual club, just a handful of operators that enjoy all things ham related, and a lot of us are new, a few Elmers amongst us, so we're always growing, staying active, learning new stuff. There's no fee to join. Like I said, there is no club. It's an open net, and everybody's welcome. Please feel free to join in at any time.
Is HOK?
KN6HLK, copied. If you want to learn more about the 2 Meter Crew, you can check out the number 2 metercrew.com. That's the number 2 metercrew.com, or visit the Facebook site, which is the number 2 MC. And there's a lot of info there, and you can get in contact with folks there. The 2 Meter Crew Anti-Net meets every Wednesday at 7 on the W6BVR repeater, 145.470, negative offset of 600 kilohertz, and a PL tone of 127.3 hertz. I do apologize. I'm having a little technical difficulty on my end, and I haven't gotten the net logger up and going. I can't see it even right now from where I'm at, what I'm doing. And so I don't know if anybody else has started it, but I'll keep you posted as we go if we get that up and operational. And I'll go around and start taking check-ins now. Please come one at a time and give me a minute so I can confirm that I got it down right. Also, I'll start with analog up front and then go to EchoLink and AllStar at the end so I can give you guys a little extra time to check in. So come now, who's going to check in?
Good evening, Carlos to the net. This is Dan, Kilo Foxtrot 6, Hotel, and Woodland.
All right, Dan. Thanks for checking in there. And who's coming next?
Kilo, November 6, Alpha Charlie Kilo, Daryl in Roseville. Good evening.
Daryl, gotcha. Thanks for checking back in. Who's next?
Good evening, Carlos. Good evening to the 2 Meter Crew and all their friends and all the happy faces out there. Good evening to all. My name is Mitch. My call sign's WU1Q. And good to hear everybody out here, man. Hope everybody's doing well in this stay-in thing and staying away, washing your hands, and doing all that good hokey stuff. And, dear God, I just want to take a quick opportunity to say thank you to Jason, Holy Christ, Justin, Mike, Kevin, Rod, and yeah, all the guys that are putting all this stuff together and the magic that ensues behind the scenes that you guys don't see going on. So with that, Mr. Carlos, I'm going to pass it back to you. Thank you for letting me check in. And back to you, sir. WU1Q in the North Bay, 20 miles north of San Francisco Goldgate Bridge.
All right, Mitch. Thanks for checking in. Who else we got out there?
Kilo India 6, Uniform Juliet Hotel.
Good kick, Molly here with me.
Hi.
All right, we had a little bit of a double there. I think that was UJH. Is that Doug?
Yeah, Roger. Doug at Antioch, KI6UJH. Thanks, Carlos.
Gotcha. And then I think we also had KN6DAL from Washington. Is that who I heard?
That was me, and I got my sidekick with me today. Say hi, Molly.
Hello, Miss Molly, and thank you for joining us tonight. Who else is checking in?
WB6WYF, Mike in Vacaville.
Hi, Molly.
Hey, Mike, WYF. What was the first two?
Whiskey Bravo 6.
Got you, and thank you for that. And who's coming next?
WB6SIU and Vacaville.
That'd be Kilo November 6. Kilo November K. KN6HOK.
All right, Colonel, KN6HLK. I gotcha. And then just before you was WB6SIU Dan. Got you too. Who's next? We got a pretty good double there. Let's see. Let's try that again, one at a time.
And KM6GWO, Carlos. Good evening. Thanks for doing that. Good night.
KN6GWO, gotcha. Who's coming next?
That's a pile
Copy,
up.
Carlos. Thanks for doing the net.
One more time. We had a double there again. Come again.
Kilo November 6, Golf Yankee X-Ray, Eric in Sacramento.
GYX, Eric, got you. Thanks for checking in. Who else?
Golf 6 Alpha Echo Bravo checking in. Good evening, Carlos.
Alrighty, one more time. Got the 6 AEB. What was our first two?
Kilo Golf 6 Alpha Echo Bravo. Marcus Concord checking in.
Hey, Marcus, there you are. Sorry about that. And welcome aboard. And who's next?
KM6YKX.
Rob, got you. Thank you, sir. Who's next?
November 6, Zulu Gold Bravo. Antonio, here in Vacaville.
Hey, Antonio. He's on our club.
Antonio, November 6, Zulu, what was it? And then Bravo?
November 6, Zulu Golf Bravo.
Got it, Zulu Golf Bravo. Thank you, Antonio. And who's checking in next?
WG5 EK, Mike in Vacaville.
Thanks, Mike. Good to hear from you. Who's next?
6 CWS, Cliff Sassoon, no traffic. Thanks for doing the net.
Hey, Cliff, good evening. And who's checking in next?
Kilo Mike 6, Juliet Alpha Quebec, Ron in Elk Grove.
KM6JAQ, Ron, thanks for checking in. Who's next?
Lake Berryessa, Art.
Art from Lake Berryessa, can you come one more time?
KI6UXE.
KI6UFE, Art. Did I get that one right?
KI6U X-Ray Echo.
Thank you, sir. I'm a little off the game tonight or something. I don't know what it is, but thanks for hanging in there with me. I got it this time. UXE. Okay, who else was that doubled up with Art the first time?
NKO, Steve in Bay City, Michigan.
Ooh, that sounded like a DMR.
Good evening,
What
Carl.
do you guys think? Is that DMR? Steve, you in the chat and YouTube?
Bravo X-Rexy, Michael from Nowhere. Thank you.
All right, Michael, got you, KN6BXX. In Bay City, I didn't quite get that whole call sign. Can you come again one more time?
Using your real name on YouTube.
November Kilo Oscar, Steve in Bay City, Michigan.
Oh, that's Steve. Yeah. He's coming in DMR. He's been a regular.
All right, Steve. Thank you, sir. And who else is checking in?
W6NIK.
If you guys wonder what this is a way cool website
And who else is out there?
that Brandon and Mike have been working on. This shows everyone that's logged in via AllStar
ZBN, John in Bakersfield.
and EchoLink. I don't know if it'll show up the DMR.
ZBN. Did I get that one right, John?
And these are previous contacts. There's a live map. Here is
Come again, Carlos?
I don't know what the term is. Yes. Mike
Yeah,
says
check
fill
in.
out your
Did I get that one
QRZ
right?
profiles.
Well, 6, Zulu, Bravo, November.
So these pictures are pulling from QRZ.
Affirmative. Thank you.
Thank you, John. And who else is checking in?
KM6SRX, Will in Vacaville.
I got KM6FRX, and I believe doubled up there with somebody else. Who else was that?
Hey, Steve.
All right, who else is checking in?
I haven't really checked in, but I think he knows I'm here.
Last station, I'm just getting white noise. No, nothing readable. Maybe try again in a few minutes if you're in a better spot. Who else is checking in?
KR6, BBQ, Mike in Concord.
For those in the YouTube chat, feel free to let me
KR6,
know
BBQ, Mike, gotcha.
if my
Who
audio
else
is
checking in?
bad, loud, quiet, or a hum.
KM6,
Think everything's good.
Chris in Benicia.
Hey, Chris, good to hear from you. Who else is checking in?
Just right.
LEE, Joshua Concord.
W6LE.
Thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
That was good.
Who else is checking in?
Did a green screen over the weekend with my friend Chris.
Kilo Mike 6, Uniform, Quebec. Zach out of Vacaville.
Too much fun.
UUQ, thanks for checking in there, Zach. Who else is checking in?
N6, CMB, Chris and Clayton.
What song?
N6 CNB, Chris.
Yes, thank you, Mike, for the green screen.
Who else is checking in?
KN6HTV Jojo from Sacramento. Over.
Brother is having his firstborn child right now.
KN6 TAX. You were doubled over the first part of that, and it sounded like your brother was having his first child. Come again.
KM6TAX, yeah, in Concord. Yeah, my brother is having a baby right now.
Well, very cool, and preliminary congratulations to you guys. And, okay, and the other station that was underneath that was a KN6H, and
All right.
give me the last three again. If
Steve's on a different radio. Hey, Chris, how come I don't see you in the chat?
KN6 Hotel Tango Delta, Jojo from Sacramento, over.
KN6, HTD, got you. Thank you for checking in. Who else?
Kilo November 6, Victor November, Quebec. Brian with the 9 out of Y, Woodland.
Good evening there, Brian. And who else is checking in? Okay, anybody out there on EchoLink or AllStar that wants to check in?
WH6GHN, Brandon from Honolulu. Aloha.
JEK, John, Litchfield, Ohio.
Okay, John, hold up one second. I got a double there. The first EchoLink, I believe, was WH6GHN, and that's Brandon in Hawaii, if I remember right. Let me know if I got that right.
That's right, you got Brandon in Hawaii, 83 degrees. Aloha.
Yeah, aloha to you too, brother. And John, in the background there, can you come again one more time?
K8, JEK, Litchfield, Ohio.
Right, got it. K8, JEK. John, thanks for checking in. Ohio, way on out there.
All right,
Anybody else
loggers
coming
up.
in from EchoLink, AllStar, or other?
Thank you guys for jumping in there, getting a logger up.
W1FRD, Fred here in Fairfield, stuck at work.
Well, we got you there, Fred. Stay safe. Anybody else checking in?
Whiskey Dog 6, Baker Queen X-Ray.
WD6, BQX. Thanks for checking in. Who else?
WA6 PKJ, Western Sonoma County.
Rodney, thank you for checking in, sir. Good to have you on board. Anybody else?
KN6IOB in Brentwood. Good evening, all.
KN6IOB, thank you for checking in. Anybody else out there before we start swinging back around?
I will say hello. Good evening, everyone. Jason here, Cam6FAK. For those watching the YouTube or maybe not aware, we're there. We're live. Ham Radio TV is the channel. I've been kind of chatting around a bit in the background, and for those watching, everyone sees I love my Yaesu FT-991A radio so much, I'm now in it. I put myself in my radio. So, and also my good friend Bruce, N6THN, is in the chat and says please check him in. So, back to you, Carlos.
All right, Jason, thank you. And one more time, what was Bruce's call sign?
It is N6THN.
All right, Bruce, got you checked in. Anybody else out there?
This is KN6IOC in Antioch. Good evening, everyone.
KN6IOC, we got you, and thank you for checking in. And that's right, now I recognize those two call signs. I believe you and your friend KN6IOB, right above you, are brand new. Just finished the tech testing through Alaska, didn't you?
That's affirmative.
Hey, well, congratulations to you both. And thanks for jumping on the net tonight. Enjoy, and we'll go through a little business here and then circle back around and check up, see how everybody's doing. Anybody else checking in?
KI6UNF, located here in Pittsburgh.
KI6, was that UF, or did I miss something in there?
It's KI6, Uniform, November Foxtrot, Sal here in Pittsburgh.
All right, we got it that time. Thank you, KI6 UNF. Anybody else?
AM6RIW, Brad in Alberta.
KI6 RIW, Brad.
Mike 6, Romeo India Whiskey.
6 RIW, we got it that time. Thanks, Brad. All right, I'm going to swing around here for a couple of check-ins, and then we'll go back through the list. We got a lot of folks checking in tonight, so we'll see what we can do with time here. Rodney, did you have an update on the website or anything new to share there?
Hi, Carlos. Too much to share on the website except for the new chat going on there. There's a lot of people putting down some interesting ideas about what they think about the virus, the coronavirus, and all the things that's going on right now. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, you might check out the chat on the web page. You can go on there and take a look at that. And other than that, I think that's just about it. Thanks.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. That's right. You did add the chat there, so it'll be archived, and if you're on the website, you can also look up a lot of other interesting stuff that's there. You know, antenna logic to radio reviews. There's a little bit of everything on the website. So the number 2, metercrew.com. And this is W6CRP for ID. I didn't hear Derek signing in. By any chance, are you on, Mr. Derek? All right, no K6DJB. Facebook is ripping and rolling as always. I haven't seen any new YouTube postings, but I've been kind of busy this week, so I haven't had a lot of time to look around at this. But you guys can always go to the number 2 MC on the Facebook site and see all that craziness going on there. I usually ask at this time, anybody do any good DXing or good contacts or long? We probably haven't been out of the house much doing any long distance work, but I'll check. Anybody else do anything interesting with events or DXing or just good long contacts from home?
I have a quick comment about propagation. As most everybody probably knows, there was a big contest last weekend, and man, I was really surprised to see how all the bands were just lit up everywhere you went. There was just tons and tons of stations on there, and I thought that was pretty exciting, and maybe it bodes well for the next cycle of propagation. I got my fingers crossed. Thanks, Carlos.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I hear a lot of folks saying the bands are dead and you can't go anywhere without mega power and everything else, but when we contest like this, the bands are full. A lot of people out there, so I think it's half the issue is just keying up and getting on the air, see who's out there. Thanks for that, Rodney. Let's see. Jason, you got any other updates or anything going on live and streaming? I'm sorry, I'm having web issues down here, so I'm all analog. I'm not looking at the live stream. I don't have NetLogger up or anything tonight. But what's going on there?
Yeah, late check-in.
All right, hang on, late check-in. I'll come back. Jason, go ahead.
All right, yeah. Yeah, things are going good. The chat is alive and well. People are having fun over there. I'm kind of plugging along, showing people things. I think one of the most exciting things to have is this website I've been kind of scrolling through to show who's all attached to our nodes. Whether you got a picture or maybe you don't quite have a picture on QRZ, and then you can also look at the map. That map kind of points to all the bubbles and how they connect everywhere. We also did get the logger up and running under the 2 meter crew. So we just, we started to get some backups and we didn't think we needed them this quick, but no big deal. It is up and running, and that's their net logger. And I also had a few ideas. I mean, we're going to open this up for kind of open chat here in a little bit. But one thing I've noticed, there's a lot of ham clubs right now that are trying to figure out how to do more of an online virtual meeting. And, I could probably share a few things if there's anyone out there that might be interested. I mean, essentially, that's what we've kind of developed with this show is we are very much isolated from each other. But yeah, unless anyone else has a topic, feel free, throw that in the bag and we can chat with it. Back to you, Carlos, KM6FAK.
Yeah, thanks for getting the NetLogger going. And again, I apologize to everybody. The net's getting so big, we're trying to push to that NetLogger to help us with check-ins and then help me manage everybody's call signs and names here. But I don't know what it is. I jumped down here and I cannot get on the net for anything. So my apologies for tonight. Been working from home this week like a lot of folks, so I think my whole schedule is kind of, I just feel off. I'm not in my regular groove here.
Anyway, late check-in.
Whoa.
And yeah, late check-in. Go ahead.
Thanks a lot. NN6EE, just wanted to drop by and say hi. Thank you, Net Control.
And Jim, thank you for checking in, sir. Any other late check-ins?
86KWV. What's going on, Carlos in the group? It's good to hear you guys tonight. It's kind of funny because I was just sitting here. Oh, damn, radio's so quiet. Everything's so quiet. I'm all, what day is it? What time is it? 86KWV.
Bobby Lee, thanks for checking in, sir. Anybody else?
Yeah, 6WXR. Hello, Shiloh, you made it.
Was that WSR? I'm sorry, I got some noise going in the background. I was listening on. Hang on.
XR.
KI6WXR, got it, thanks. Anybody else checking in? Alright, we'll roll back around through those that checked in real quick, see what you've been up to, anything interesting. How's your shelter in place going? And let us know if you need help or anything. We'll try to figure out a way if you need deliveries or a hand with something, if you're, sheltering in place and need assistance with something. But let us know what you've been up to. So we'll start off with Dan, KF6 Triple H.
Good evening, Carlos. This is Dan, KF6 Triple H. Basically just stuck at home here in Woodland, California. Sheltering in place. Go out once a week to hit the market. And just started a class with CW Academy. So sitting home practicing CW, I guess being stuck in place is not a bad thing to do at this point in time, I guess. Dits, dats, and dots and going in my head.
Hey, good study time, right? Well, thank you, sir. And K&6 ACK, Daryl. What have you been up to?
Well, how about that? That's a great idea.
Good evening, Carlos.
CW
Thank
Academy.
you. Still working, oddly. Kind of a crazy thing. I'm bouncing between anti-net and another net on 20 meters right now. These cats are all from the Midwest and points from, points east from here. So that's kind of cool. 14,260 is where they're at if y'all are interested. But yeah, things are good, moving along.
Hey, good to hear. And that HF number was 14.260 if you want to bounce around. Mitch, WU1Q, what are you up to?
Oh, good evening, Carlos. Good evening to all from the 2-meter crew, the anti-net, and everybody all over the darn place. And what the hell, we're all affected. Yeah, I live, for those of you who don't know, about 20 miles north of the Golden Gate Bridge, and it is quite the challenge with the people around here, just as they are all throughout the Berry and everywhere that are listening right now. People are getting a little restless, a little punchy. However, I choose to stay in and be part of the solution and not get involved with the people and all that kind of stuff. I do have to walk the dog and, mind my P's and Q's, and I guess that's a good thing. Other than that, we're not lacking anything. Going a little stir crazy. I think I'm bothering some of my fellow ham friends on some certain repeaters, but I think that's pretty much normal, Carlos, so I don't know. But it sure is good to hear a cool crowd out here and a whole bunch of people. And I just want to thank everybody involved that makes all this stuff happen and all the magic, getting all this stuff on the internet. And Carlos, you be master ceremonies, and Jason and Kevin and Mike and Rod, and dear God, I know there's Justin and, oh God, there's more. But anyway, man, thanks for being there. And that's about it from the North Bay, sir. Back to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you for checking in there, Mitch. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of off today and not hitting the usual, so we'll get through it with me running blind, nothing online here. Doug, KI6UJH, what have you been up to?
Yeah, hi Carlos and everyone. Location is Antioch, and I've been just sheltering in place. I can work from home, which is good. But really not doing very much. Last couple of days I haven't done very much on the radio, but tonight I'm planning to go out into the shed and try some 15-watt mag loop CW. Oh, and the fellow that mentioned he started a CW Academy lesson, those are great. And if anybody wants to try to do CW simplex on 2 meters, I'm game. So you can look me up, KI6UJH on QRZ.com, and send me an email if you want to try to sketch a CW.
All right, thank you for that, Doug. And yeah, thanks for offering that up. That'll be good for folks to work with you a little bit. KN6 DAL up there in Everett, I think it was. What are you guys up to? Nick and Miss Molly, are you guys still on?
Yeah, KN60AL. Sorry, I was enthralled in Jason's YouTube page, and I was reading through all the comments, and it's funny to watch everybody interact on there. But yeah, we're just kind of hanging out. Haven't really done much. I have been sort of just cleaning up the shack and organizing the garage and unpacking boxes slowly. But I'm still at work every day, so still don't have a whole lot of time on my hands. But other than that, it's just kind of business as usual. So I'll pass it back to you there, Carlos. There's lots of people to check in, and I will offer that once somebody trains me how to use this net logger thing, I'll try to be maybe a backup to the backup or something here. but I tried to do it and failed miserably, so I just gave up. So
There's
sorry
Nick
about
right
that.
there, everyone.
KN68.
He left us.
Well, thank you for that. And yeah, it takes a little bit to run the net and all of the different aspects that we keep up there and going. So we're always looking for backups and volunteers. So if you're willing to step in and help and run the net logger occasionally, let us know, either myself or Justin, and we will set you up. Let's see, who do we have next? Mike, WB6WYF.
Good evening, Carlos and Annette. Not much here, just staying in the house. I got involved in the Stray Key Century Club on line and doing a little more CW. And believe it or not, this staying at home thing sort of reminds me of being aboard the destroyer back when I was in the Navy. Out for 6 months and never get to go anyplace. Back to everybody. WB6WYF.
Yep, out to your job and back to the bunk, huh? Kept it a small world. Yeah, it feels different. So yeah, I've been working from home about a week now, I guess, and it's got my rhythm all off. Let's see, we'll get through it. WB6SIU, Dan.
Yeah, how you doing, Carlos and the crew? Yeah, this is WB6SIU. I've been laying low, playing in the dirt during my ground radios for my 40-meter vertical. And just the way I'm amusing myself. Stay healthy, everybody.
Will do. Yeah, I've been trying to do a little gardening myself, get that kicked off. KN6, HLK, the Colonel. What are you up to?
The Colonel's out here, just taking it easy tonight and enjoy talking and listening to everybody. And this is my first time on the net, and it's kind of interesting. And the young man that's out there said that he was on a destroyer. I was on a destroyer myself, from 62 to 66. And I'm just kind of curious what destroyer he was on. Over.
WB6WYF, USS Robeson, DDG-12.
Was that Dan or Mike that said you were on a destroyer? What destroyer were you on?
It's Mike, WB6WYF. USS Robeson, DDG-12, and USS Wellesley, DD-716.
The DDG, that's the guided missile destroyer. I was on the DD-748, and the World War II class pan as the Sumner style.
Thank you, sir, and thank you both for serving.
Oh, David's got a picture.
KN6GWO.
Okay.
What are you up to?
Well, thanks for coming around, Carlos. I guess I won't make it too long. I appreciate you doing the net and everyone that's supporting the 2-meter crew. And hopefully we'll be able to advance. Like Jason, Cam6FAK, said that we can start doing stuff online and make things interactive and kind of make things a little bit more interesting. I guess it's supposed to go around. We'll figure it out. Other than that, I am exempt. I have been working, and once again, I don't know from the last net. I said I did some hiking. Went up to Pina Adobe, Lagoon Valley. Did some 2-meter simplex and some repeater work, and did have some really good results. I made about 7 or 8 contacts. That was interesting. Other than that, I finally pulled the trigger, and I'm working on building my HF station.
All right.
I got a Yaesu FT-450D in line coming up, and a super antenna MB1DX. It's all on its way, and pretty soon I'll be a HF guy. And I've only been, I don't guess I've had my general for a couple of years now, but I finally pulled the trigger to get my HF. All right, thanks. Back to you.
Yeah, good deal.
These are cool.
Yeah, hope you have fun on HF. We have a good time over there. We're not just a 2-meter crew. We do bounce all over and do all things
There we
ham
go.
radio.
That's the radio. Nice, Corey.
All right, let's see. Where am I at?
Very good.
KN6GYX, Eric.
and stuff. Proud to be part of the crew here. Kind of trying to finalize my 991A system. Going to be getting my charge controller Friday to complete my solar panel system for that, so I'll be portable. Just enjoy the 2-meter crew. They've every question I've asked has been answered, so that's pretty impressive for me. A lot of wisdom there, knowledge and understanding of ham radio, and I'm proud to be a part of it. And I've learned a lot in a short period of time.
Yep.
Have a great night.
Right there, Facebook.
Yeah, very good to hear. Yeah, there's a good bunch of folks out here, and you may have to ask it a couple times depending on who's on the air. But yeah, there's, believe me, somebody out there that knows what you need.
Anybody win this?
That's very cool.
This kid keeps teasing
We'll move
me.
up to K6AB, Marcus.
I can never win. What is this? Jokes. We always got jokes.
All right, KN6YKX.
120 members.
Robbie up in Auburn.
Oh yeah, where's Rob?
Here, and I'm talking on the radio. Yeah, working from home mostly. I had to go in the office today to get a new laptop machine and monitors and stuff. But yeah, just adjusting to the new normal. And I think my takeaway from all this has been the HF game has been pretty fun lately, as everybody's stuck at home. The HF bands have come alive. The bands are not dead. Just saying. KM6YKX.
Yeah, the bands aren't dead. Everybody just thinks they are and doesn't get on. N6ZGB, Antonio. Antonio, you still hanging out there? N6ZGB. All right, Mike, WG5EEK.
Hey, good afternoon, good evening. What's going on, guys? So this is WG5EK. Haven't really done a whole lot of ham radio
That
stuff
guy right
besides
there.
working on the node and doing some upgrades for the DMR. And then hopefully after this stuff goes away, this virus stuff, we can get together with some of the
Is he in
guys
a
here
swamp?
and make a video on how to put a node together from scratch. That's the plan. So eventually that will come to fruition. But until then, we'll just keep socially distancing ourselves and talking on the radio and having a good time. Be safe out there. Wash your hands.
Thank you for the update, and thank you for everything you've been doing, setting up the nodes and AllStar and EchoLink on the repeater. And yeah, man, this coronavirus thing's kind of getting in the way. We sure haven't been able to get out and do anything this good weather. The 2-meter crew is usually out and about.
I believe those
trying
were
something
frogs.
out. But we'll get through it, get back to business as usual. Let's see, Cliff, I know you said you have no traffic, but I'm going to check with you one more time anyway. K6CWS.
Trying to play with the HF unit here, trying to get it online. Other than that, no traffic. Again, thanks for doing the net, Carlos. K6CWS.
Yeah, certainly. Good to hear from you. KM6JAQ, Ron. KM6JAQ, Ron. KI6UXE, Art. How are you doing?
This is KI6UXE, Art. Retired, living up here on 10 acres, working on upgrading from general to the extra class. A lot of reading and going outside and just playing around on the 10 acres.
Oh, that is fun. Sounds good to me. What's your general location there, Art?
I'm between the corners and Circle Oaks on 121.
Very nice. I envy the acreage. All right, who do we got? Let me see. Next I had Bay City, and man, I could not get that call sign down to save me. So, Bay City, you still out there listening?
Yeah, this is Steve, KE8NKO in Bay City, Michigan. I'll keep it short tonight, just happy to check in on the night again, hoping everybody's staying safe and healthy out there. I guess right now Michigan is the third largest coronavirus cases, I guess, apparently. I think it's all down in the metropolitan Detroit area, around the area, not too bad up where I'm at yet. So just staying indoors and trying to stay healthy for now. Other than that, I guess that's all we can do. Back to net control, and I'll be all after this. 73 KE8NKO.
Yeah, thank you for that, Steve. And yeah, I've been seeing on the news, Michigan kind of becoming a hot spot there, but you guys hang in. We'll shelter in place and slow this thing down a little bit. Good hearing from you. Michael, KN6BXX.
Hey, Carlos in the group, KN6BXX by EchoLink tonight. I don't know why I'm getting so much stuff on my radio here, but EchoLink's great to have. I'm hanging in there pretty much off today, but back to work tomorrow. Thankfully, I have a job at our company, Pacific Seafood. We had a conference call from our general manager, and I talked in, and yeah, we had to cut quite a few guys off for right now, hopefully just a short-term furlough. Yeah, we lost quite a bit of food service business, but retail's keeping us out of trouble. So we're just hanging in there, and radio-wise, not too much else new, but it's great to hear you guys, and great job again, Jason, on the live video. You're coming in good. I love your green screen. You take care and send threes all. And by the way, too, Jason, quickly here, I'll talk to you more later about some inspiration for our North Hills Radio Club. We're trying to toy with what to do with meetings, too, in the coming months. Maybe a combination of radio and video, too. So we'll check there. Thanks again, Jason and Carlos. KN6BXX, 73s all, and you all stay healthy.
Yeah, we certainly will. Thank you, Michael. And W6NIK, Nick. KG6ZBN, John.
Hey, Carlos in the group. John here, KG6ZBN in Bakersfield. Yeah, just hunkering down, running my little business and kind of keeping parts. Been looking at using Zoom to conduct some of our business lease board meetings, possibly general meetings. Been invited to join in Long Beach Club's meeting this Friday on Zoom and see how that works, and possibly incorporate it with us up here. We got some people that are familiar with it, and maybe it'll work out for the next couple meetings at least. So, any talk of that up there?
Yeah, I've heard a lot about using Zoom video, and I haven't tried it out myself yet. We use Skype, WebEx, and Microsoft Teams, but I've heard a lot of noise about Zoom. I believe it's free, isn't it?
Free for 40 minutes.
Okay, well that might be something like you were saying with different ham clubs. Maybe you could go to something like that, get a spectacular technology type guru like Jason, and he'll put you on the air. All right, KM6FRX.
I don't know if we can get a whole, group meeting in 40 minutes, depending on how many members, but it'll be interesting.
You can reconnect.
What it's like. KG6ZBN. Thanks, Carlos.
Yeah, it might be pretty short. Wonder what the fee is to be able to go a little longer. It's probably not too bad if the club wanted to put together and set up a Zoom site for that.
see. I know we're going to try to incorporate it. I've got enough people interested and have used it before and say it's
There it
great.
is.
So, hey, we got to do something here. We're in this day and age of technology. Thanks a lot. AKG Perception.
Yep. Hams are adaptable. We'll find a way to get through it, communicate, and figure it out. KM6FRX, how are you doing tonight?
Upside down.
All right, KR6, BBQ, Mike.
I had a rotary phone, Richard. I did.
Not too much different from me. I'm an essential employee delivering food in the tractor trailer, so I'm still out working every day.
Here's the upside down picture.
Kind of nice that there's less people on the road. It sure makes my job easier. Besides that, just adjusting to homeschooling my kids also.
Yeah, well, good thing you're staying busy, and I do imagine that traffic is nice for you.
KN6
Thanks
IOB.
for checking in, and stay safe out there. And let me see, John, I don't know if you're watching the live video, but Jason just put up the Zoom pricing, and the Pro is like $14.99 a month, and Business or Enterprise are both $19.99 a month. So, shoot, not too bad. That works out for you or for Michael BXX to do something like that with your club. Doesn't seem like that'd be too expensive to get you through this period. And let me see, let's move on to, well, first, Whiskey 6 CRP for ID. KM6 MRU, Chris.
Yeah, thank you there, Carlos, for doing the net tonight, and thanks to the VVR repeater for, providing this opportunity to do this. I'm still working 50-50 home and work, but plugging away. And I know I've used Zoom a couple times, and we've gone over the 40 minutes, but they have allowed us to continue. Now, I don't know if that's still going on or what, but that was pretty cool. Anyway, I'll keep it short. I know you got a lot of folks, which is great tonight. Thanks again, Carlos. KM6 MRU, Chris in Benicia.
Well, thank you for checking in there, Chris. And yeah, I think we're up to 40. I expanded the check-in sheet I run, and we blew way past that. I've got it down the side of the page and everything, so that's good. Keep growing and everybody checking in and seeing what we're doing. W6 LEE Josh, and I think I got your call sign right, finally.
Hey Carlos, it's K6. No, it's W6. Good job.
Oh.
Good job. We've only been friends for a few years, so I'm glad you finally got that. No traffic. Thanks for doing the net, though. I appreciate it. W6 LEE. We'll talk to you later.
Oh man, you said the K, and I was like, no way. There's no way I got that
There
backwards.
he is.
You're gonna
Trying
screw
to get
me
everyone's
up.
picture up here.
And I'm surprised it is April 1st, and no one's tried to pull off a good one yet. I should have had something ready for the net to tell folks we were disbanding the crew and something else, but tell you the truth, work's just been too crazy this week, and trying to balance it and work from home and 50 questions from the crew back at work. It's got me all turned around here, kind of wore out. But it's good. We're still working. KM6, UUQ, Zach, what have you been up to?
Where are you, Zach?
Yeah, recheck.
Is that Jim?
Go ahead. What was that?
Said recheck. Hey, Carlos, I'm going to have to head on out of here. I have other important stuff I have to take care of, like helping out our XYL. But anyway, I thought I'd check in earlier. Thank you very much for putting us on the list, but we need to split. Adios, me boys, all of you guys. Have a great evening, and here at home I earn 3 paychecks by living at home. I think that's even better. Adios, guys. And N6, echo, echo, clear. Thank you, Carlos.
Yeah, thank you for checking in there, Jim. And yeah, it's taken us a little bit to get through it tonight, but that's what happens when we have a big crew, but at least we're getting everybody checked in and see what everyone's been up to. So yeah, have a good night. Let's see, N6, C&B, Chris.
Hey, Carlos, thanks for checking me in. I don't know what the question was that we were batting around tonight. More virus stuff, I think. I am really getting behind these efforts for isolation. I've got to call on everybody to really take it seriously because, I don't know, nobody seems to mention it. Maybe it's not considered a priority to others, but damn, I miss sports, like a lot. Like there are no sports on right now. We have got to get rid of this virus and get some sports games back on, or I'm going to go crazy. If we get to football season and there's no sports, there's going to be hell to pay.
All right. Well, hang in there, Chris. And I didn't have a question. We usually don't for the anti-net. Just check in, let us know what you've been up to. So that's good. Sounds like you're doing all right. Just getting a little stir crazy without anything else going on. Hang in there, though. KN6, HTD, JoJo.
Hello, good evening, everyone. This is JoJo, KN6HTD, and it's my first time to join this 2-meter crew net, and I am enjoying it. I'm trying to be part of the Mount Vaca Club, and I have attended the meeting once. I enjoyed it. I participated in Bill Ragsdale lecture regarding the logbook of the world, and this is something new, so I will keep jumping in for next time. I thank you very much. I am working in the hospital right now. I'm in the emergency department, so this is a good break. JoJo KN6HTD.
On his break,
Over.
How about that? That's pretty awesome.
Well, thank you for checking in, JoJo. We appreciate having you. And yeah, Mackie Valley Radio Club, they do some really good stuff. Active club, really good teaching and learning. Definitely good folks to hang out with, and a lot of them are 2-meter crew too. So good for that, and thank you, sir, for bringing on the
It's an old website,
and working in the
but
emergency room. We do appreciate it.
it's
And
very
hope you're staying safe.
It's lots of utility.
Cam 6GWO, net control, Carlos, comment.
KN6GWO, go ahead.
Where is JoJo located?
Vacaville, I think. That's what he said. Or no, he said he's...
JoJo, you want to come back with that?
He was on his break. Had to run.
Sounds like he may have dropped off there.
Oh no, I'm here. My transmit button didn't work in my EchoLink.
Oh,
but I'm from
EchoLink,
Sacramento, and I'm working in UC Davis Medical Center. Over.
Oh, wow.
I think I doubled up on you, JoJo. Sorry about that. Go ahead, say it one more time.
This is JoJo, KN6HTD. I'm from Sacramento, California, and I am in UC Davis Medical Center Emergency Department right now. Over.
Okay, JoJo, was the last of that Hotel Delta?
Hotel Tango Delta.
I appreciate it. I'll wait for maybe for this is over. If not, I'll try to get in touch with him. This is Kilo Mike 6. Thank you, Carlos. Kilo Mike 6, Golf Whiskey Oscar. Real clear.
Yep, no problem. And W6CRP for ID. KM6 TAX. Ted the Taxman, what are you up to?
Oh, not much. KM6TAX here in Concord. Brother is having a baby right now. She's been pushing now for an hour, so hopefully we'll have the little one in the world here shortly. And yeah, not much. Just kind of staying home and keeping out of trouble. This whole virus thing's been pretty crazy, but yeah, I hope everyone stays healthy, and yeah, we'll get out there and do some radio work there. And my brother's also a ham too. His call's Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Quebec Yankee.
Yeah, well, good deal. And I haven't heard you in the mornings. You've been working from home. Haven't heard you commuting in.
Yeah, no, haven't been working. We're kind of trying to get some more laptops going at work, so more people can work from home. It's pretty crazy right now. But yeah, no, I haven't really checked in. I've been taking care of the kids here. We took one kid away from the little daycare deal, so that's kind of nice. That's been not having to pay that every week is is nice. Usually you have to pay regardless, but they made it where you don't, so that's pretty cool. And but yeah, taking care of both boys, it's exciting.
Yeah, that's a good word for it, exciting. It can be a handful. All right, take care, Ted. KN6, VNQ, Brian, with an I.
Hello, everybody, and good evening to you, Carlos. KN6, VNQ. I've been going out playing QRP portable stuff here in Woodland, and surprisingly, I've been hitting a few stations scattered where propagation kind of goes on and off. And today I managed 2 contacts, one guy out in Minnesota, and then I hit another guy out in Wyoming. What made that one interesting was that I'm QRP battery power, 6 watts with the Yaesu FT-991A, and I'm using a telescopic whip antenna with a little counterpoise wire. And this guy was running 100 watts mobile out in Wyoming. So mobile to QRP was pretty astonishing with the rig that I'm running. But other than that, just kind of hunkering down home, watching a lot of YouTube. Not really doing much besides working over the weekends. But anyway, stay safe, everyone. And now's a great time to turn on your radio and make some contacts.
Absolutely.
Thanks again, Carlos, for doing the net, and to Jojo, thank you for your service in the emergency room out there at the UC Davis Med Center. Really appreciate it. KN6 VNQ, clear.
Yeah, thank you for checking in, Brian. And thank you for being out there and working the ham airwaves. Yeah, that is a surprising reach, but hey, sometimes you hit it just right, and that's pretty cool. QRP hitting that far mobile. Congrats on that one. Let's go to Hawaii. WA6GHN. Brandon, you still listening?
Hawaii.
Yeah, how's it going, guys? Had a couple successes this week. So I got a 5-element Yagi from a guy a couple weeks ago, but I didn't have any coax for it. So I got that hooked up, and then I was able to take my little Baofeng radio and hook it to it and point it out there, and I was able to make contact with a guy that I haven't ever been able to talk to except on EchoLink. We did that on Simplex, and then we switched over and we made contact through the Battleship Missouri repeater. So that was really cool. Along those lines, I've been messing around a lot with the SDR, and I found a hidden well, I guess it's not hidden. Anybody could find it, but I found with my SDR a CW beacon local, and I've been working on trying to learn CW and practice that just internally in my house and stuff. My wife's about to kill me. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Thanks for the net, and good hearing all you guys, all the cool stuff you're doing. WH6GHN.
Oh, thank you for that awesome website.
Yeah, good to hear from you in Hawaii. And thanks for just driving that perfect weather you were having in when you first checked in. Stay safe out there. And K8JEK, John from Ohio, are you still listening?
Yeah, good evening, Carlos, and everybody out there. Yeah, not much happening around here. We just hunkered down here at the house, getting quite a few of the honeydew list marked off. Got getting the yard cleaned up and just doing busy work, keeping busy. So, yeah, about other than that, not much going on here. So, I'll say 73s to everybody, and stay safe and have a good evening. Thank you, Carlos.
Yeah, well, thank you for checking in from Ohio. And I'll take it you're on EchoLink. Man, you are absolutely clear. You sound great. Are you on EchoLink or AllStar?
No, I'm on EchoLink, but I'm having a hard time copying everybody tonight. I don't know why. It's I get good internet service, but
yeah, he sounds great.
Everything's all rough. It almost sounds like it's picket fencing. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's my phone. K8JEK.
All right, well, sorry to hear that. Yeah, you are crystal clear on this end and making it just fine. But you have a good evening. Let's see, W1FRD. Fred, I know you were working. Are you listening? All right, WD6BQX.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just sitting here listening to everybody and not doing much, just staying home and hit the grocery store once in a while, but they've been very careful about making sure they don't let too many people in and keeping everybody 6 feet apart. So doing a lot of household chores and getting the shop all geared up and just sort of throwing away a lot of things I meant to throw away but just didn't take the time to do, but now I got plenty of time.
Good old housekeeping.
Yes, exactly. I've been working from home, but so dang busy hopping around trying to get that all adjusted. I was hoping to be able to get a lot more work done around here, but hopefully things will calm down here in a little bit. But good to hear you're hanging in there. And WA6PKJ, the Godfather, Rodney.
Hey, Carlos. Let's see. What have I been doing with radio? I'm just about finished with off with my remote HF operations here, and I want to add an amplifier into the chain. So I'm kind of scrounging around looking for a moderately priced 4-to-1 Ballon that can handle about 1.5 kW or so, something like that. And then that's about it for radio. But in terms of the current situation, I guess I got a nasty little secret I'll share with everybody. I've been practicing social distancing for about the last 40 years. So with that in mind, we usually do a lot of grocery shopping at Costco, So we thought instead of going down there and
I need some
fighting
sound
the
effects.
situation, we try one of those shopping services that works out of Costco, and they'll go around and pick stuff up for you and bring it to your house. And so we thought we'd try that to see how that would work, and it was kind of a mixed outcome. We got the ice cream, which was really good, and we got a few other really good stuff, but they forgot to bring a couple of items, and of course we ordered some toilet paper that they said was in stock, and when they got there they said, oh, they didn't have any. So that wasn't quite a big surprise. But anyway, so we tried the shopping thing to be even more appropriate for the times, and it was kind of a mixed blessing. So I thought I'd let everybody know about that in case they were thinking about it. Anyway, that's about it. Thanks, Carlos. And I wanted to thank JoJo for his bravery in the face of a very dangerous situation up there at UC Davis. Anyway, thanks, Carlos. Back to you, WA6 PKJ.
Yes, KN6 HTD. JoJo, getting a lot of love, man, for what you're doing. Thank you. And let's see, KN6 IOB. First time checking in. What are you up to?
So they ate his ice cream and used his TP.
KN6 IOB. You still there? All right, KM6 FAK, Mr. Jason, our live streaming guru, and I do finally have it up, and I like the pictures scrolling by there. A lot of good events.
Yeah, hey, what's happening? KM6 FAK. Yeah, right now I'm showing, there's us live streaming. Yeah, I'm showing last year's field day, so I really hope that's a go. We're going to be really extending out the welcome this year to the property. It is private property where we hold it, and pretty much, all guests are welcome during the day, and we're going to reserve camping for members. And we put on a lot of good food, and it's a lot of fun. And my fingers are crossed, looking above me, hoping it really works out, But yeah, so the Zoom thing, I shared those details earlier. That is definitely probably one of the best ones. Skype for a while, they were kind of the guys, and now they really only limit, I think, a one-on-one interaction for free, where Zoom, you can get 100 people in there, and you can do it for 40 minutes. And quite honestly, you can also experiment with streaming on YouTube. It's not that difficult. That's kind of what I'm doing here. Now, I would really recommend to start testing and trying things out as the days and weeks approach whatever said meeting or event you have coming up. But one software you want to check out is called OBS, Oscar Bravo Sierra. And that's exactly what I'm using. It gives me the full ability to do all sorts of things. It's a great program. So yeah, so Zoom, OBS, YouTube, and the best computer you can get your hands on. That would be ideal. You'll find sometimes that is the bottleneck, is the computer you're using. Also, I just wanted to share with everyone, as a lot of people are at home, I've been talking to a few people locally, get those computers. Might be easier on a Windows, but a Mac will work. But get them out, plug them into your radio, if that works. Older radios, it won't. Check out WJSTX. I wanted to show that. Can I do that quickly? I think I can. Let me cut here. Let me let the repeater breathe. So yeah, here's the website, WSJTX. And this is kind of neat. This is FT8. It does a lot of things. It does, let's see, right here it says it, FT4, FT8, JT4. You can read them all there. But the only thing you need, we need a few things, like I mentioned. So you need HF radio. I think people might be doing this on 2 meters. Yeah, right here. There's some stuff right here, VHF bands. So there's some things you can do on 2 meters. But if your radio doesn't have a USB cable ability, now the radio that you're seeing here, the Yaesu FT-991A, it didn't come with a cable, but it's your run-of-the-mill like printer USB cable. If you don't have that on the back of your radio, unfortunately, you don't have a built-in sound card. So if you're shopping for an HF radio, see if it has a built-in sound card. That'll give the ability to do these digital modes. But all is not lost. If you have an older radio, you could simply, good call, Richard, Signal Link or Rig Blaster. So there's a lot of other boxes you can buy, new and used, and then that will tie to your computer and your radio, and then you're on the road, you're working. And one thing I can say about digital is I've been on 20 meters almost from breakfast till midnight, and I'm working stations in Ukraine, in Africa. I mean, it is remarkable how far it will go on just 90 watts. And occasionally, if I'm really trying to get a rare DX, I will kick on an amplifier. But keep in mind, you want to watch things when you're running digital modes in the amplifier, because it holds on there for, is it 6 seconds or 15 seconds? It's a while. It's a constant, it's just keyed up hard. So you want to watch your plate and your grid if you're running an amplifier. But yeah, so check out some of that digital stuff. There's a lot to do as well with loggers, and maybe we'll talk about that another time. But no shortage of things to do in this hobby. Back to you, Carlos. KM6FAK.
Well, good info. And Jason, thanks for all you do, man, keeping us alive out there, live streaming, and always good info in the digital world. You had me check your buddy in. He's still streaming, or does he have anything for us, the N6THN?
Hey, Carlos in the net.
There he is.
This is Bruce, N6THN in wonderful Vacaville. My wife and I have been sheltered in place since the middle of March. We've only gone out of the house one time to get food, and we're surviving. Ham radio-wise, I've got 4 bands on HF to work with, 80, 40, 20, and my new band is 160. So I've actually made one contact on 160 meters, which is 1.9 megahertz, which is kind of a tough band to get on, at least for me. But my main bread and butter bands are 80 meters, 40 meters, and 20. And I'm enjoying the YouTube streaming channel. That's excellent. And just for a hobby, so I don't go stir crazy, I've been investigating making your own web storage device, which is basically what I'm going to try and do is use a really low power computer in the house, like a Raspberry Pi 3, which I got.
There's Bruce right there.
And about a 500 gig hard drive, which is a solid state. And the purpose of this network storage server is so my wife and I, from anywhere in the house, can just download our phone when it gets full of pictures, just download it to my home server, which is a Raspberry Pi. I'm still monkeying around with the software, getting it going. But you can empty out your phone, free it up, and it stays safe in control of yourself inside your house instead of uploading it to the web, where it's under somebody else's control. So I've been I had a timeout there. So I've been burning these SD cards and running Unix software and trying to get this little web server running. I've mostly got it running. When I make a mistake, I got to reformat the card and re-burn it again. But those little Raspberry Pis are fun, little low-power computer, 5 volts at 2 amps. That's all they draw. You can leave it on all the time. And with this solid-state hard drive, they draw nothing too. So
That's what I've been doing to avoid going stir crazy. Sorry I timed out the radio. Back to you, Carlos. This is Bruce. N6, THN, Vacaville.
Well, thank you for checking in, Bruce. Yeah, interesting. And you're definitely keeping yourself busy right now. So, good deal. KN6IOC, are you still out there?
Yeah, this is Johnny in Antioch, KN6IOC. Like I said, I'm new. Just got my license earlier this week along with KN6IOB, who's David over in Brentwood. I guess he had some issues with transmitting on the EchoLink when his turn came up. But yeah, just checking into my first net. Happy to be able to chime in on the airwaves instead of just listening to the repeaters and having fun, staying safe.
Well, congrats again on your new ticket, and thanks for chiming in. Yeah, a lot of good folks here on the 470 repeater, and get a lot of help checking in this way. Let's see, who we got next? Let's go KD6, KWB, Bobby Lee, you still listening? How about KI6UNF?
I'm still here. I've been a ham for about 11 years now, and I'm just kind of getting back into it now. And I'm looking to get into digital modes. So I've been hearing some talk about digital modes out here, and I'll be looking forward to maybe working some digital mode here coming soon. Everyone have a fine night out there. Other than that, there's not much going on here. KS6UNF, I'll be listening. Thanks for the opportunity here. 73, everybody.
Yeah, this is definitely the place to be. A lot of folks out here are working digital. I have not dabbled in that yet myself, but yeah, shoot, some of the guys here, you touch base with Mike under the geek out there, WG5EEK, or Jason, KN6FAK, and lots of help for you if you're trying to get going there. Thanks for checking in. This is W6CRP for ID, and KI6WXR, you still listening?
KI6WXR, Vacaville. Thanks for the check-in. Been a ham for about 11 years also. We'll kind of just get back into it. This week I put in, let's see, well, my dipole's not quite all the way done yet. I got to work on that. And then, but obviously I got my 2 meter up and acquired a nice little ICOM 746 moletus drop. And just happy to be back on the air, hearing some old familiar names and meeting some new voices. It's great to hear good camaraderie still going on. Thanks for the check-in, KI6WXR. Back to the net.
Yeah, good to hear you, and thanks for checking in. We had KM6RIW Brad.
Good evening, Carlos. This is Brad, and I think I'm a first-time check-in. Was just spinning the dial and was impressed at the strength and clarity of the audio and number of participants you have on your net, as well as the diversity in locations. So I thought it was worth it to spend a little time listening and say hi. So this is Brad, KM6RIW.
Yeah, thanks for checking in, Brad. And yeah, this group has been expanding by leaps and bounds, so a lot of check-ins. Takes a while to get through them, but to me it's really interesting to see what everybody's up to, hear their stories, and yeah, from all over the place. A lot of long-distance contacts now, thanks to the digital world that the folks have been helping us get into. Thank you for checking in. Let's see, do we have any other late check-ins that want to chime in?
Let me grab it real quick here. Cam6FAK. Yeah, if you're just tuning in via RF, this is live also on YouTube. So come check it out. I put different things up and give you a little bit of visuals instead of the good old theater of the mind, even though that's part of the fun with radio. So just wanted to throw that out. If you're just joining us on RF, look for us on YouTube under the name Ham Radio TV. Back to you, Carlos.
Certainly. Thank you for that, Jason. Any other late check-ins?
UQ1FRD, Fred here. Driving home from work. Good to hear you in there, Carlos. And trying to think, I've been looking into trying to get some stuff for my little radio, speech processor, and maybe a digital filter. Hadn't pulled the plug yet, though.
Yeah, it looks like you're, from what I've seen, tracking you, like you're setting up a lot of new stuff there. Been busy, Fred. And thanks for working the front there
yes.
for us.
Hello, Tom.
Costco, keeping everybody supplied. Thanks for checking in. Anybody else checking in? Alright, W6CRP for ID on the W6 VBR repeater. The 2-meter crew anti-net. We had, by my count here, about 44 folks checking in tonight, so pretty good, and from all over the place. I didn't have a topic set up for tonight. Sorry about a little busy week there. But I think we ran a good long net already. But any last comments or questions for the net while we're still up and going? Come now. All right. Well, I do thank everybody for joining in. It's pretty big. I apologize again for not having the net logger up. We're really trying to push that with everybody checking in and try to get it together to be able to log on yourself and enter the call sign. So it would save us that upfront fee going through and capturing everybody's time on the front end of the net. So I fell down and didn't have that ready for everybody, but don't give up on me. If you're interested, it's a free application. Download NetLogger to your computer, and I'll try to have it all together here. So again, we do this on Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the W6 VBR repeater. Thank you very much to the Back Valley Radio Club for letting us host this on your repeater. And thanks, everybody. Good check-ins, and stay safe out there. This is W6CRP, and I will be clearing the net. 2-meter crew, anti-net. Thanks, you guys.
Very good, Carlos. Was there another station in there? Go ahead. We're still listening.
I had a question. You had the what's called a ham radio TV. How do you access that, and where do you go to look at it?
Yeah, so fire up a phone, a tablet, a browser, and either you want to utilize an app, the YouTube app, or just on any kind of internet browser, Google Chrome, Firefox, get to YouTube, and then search Ham Radio TV. So that is the channel's name. And from there, you'll see the list of videos that over the last 2 or 3 years I've been putting together with the help of the local club here. And all the presentations we've been doing and a few outings that we've been on. And then recently, I think I did build a playlist of some of I think all of our anti-nets here. They weren't that great in the beginning, but I put them all there. I think we're about 15 or 16 anti-nets. So yeah, so if you're on the YouTube channel right now, you'll see it where it says live. And then once I click end, which I'll be doing here in a few, it will then go into an archive and it will stay recorded. So even if you miss it, or let's say you're just realizing, oh crap, this is something I could have been watching, you could go back and check it out. So does that answer your question there, Colonel?
Yes, I'm new to this YouTube type of thing, and I put in YouTube and I did ham radio TV, and I'm kind of lost on all these different things to choose, and I think I'll try to meddle through it.
Alrighty, well, are you good on QRZ? I could send you a link to the channel as well. Then it's a one click.
Go ahead. I'm good on QRZ.
All right, perfect. Well, yeah, as Carlos said, thanks everyone for coming out and joining us. I'll be shutting down the stream here in a few. Thanks everyone for joining us, and 7-3. We'll see you next time. This is KM6FAK.
Just be KN6 HOK. Be clear. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason, and good job with that. I got to see what the heck happened here. I couldn't even get NetLogger up or anything, but I think it's the little iPad I'm using down here, or my internet connection down here or something.
Yeah, it can be tricky. Yeah, we'll just have to practice a little bit on this logger, because I have the ability to bring it up and check it out, but I don't have the ability to do it. I'm jiggling too many other handles.
Yeah, oh, definitely. No, it helps if somebody's in the background just running that, because then there's the AIM, the almost instant message also. So if whoever's logging has questions for me, needs a call sign repeated, or if I missed a call sign, I can look up there and see if whoever's doing the net log punched it in. And it really helps me keep track of things, so I need to fix that, and I'll have it dialed in for the next meeting. But thank you much, sir. And I'm going to go clear now, I think. W6CRP.
All right, well, very good, guys. I hope
Carlos, you did a great job tonight.
Hope everyone liked it. New green screen. I got this camera here. Where is it? So many buttons to click. I got this cool overhead, so we'll be doing some more demos with that. But yeah, 8:30. I got to go to work tomorrow. Get some sleep tonight. So everyone, take care. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back here next Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Hope to see you then, and check in and see what's going on. Have a good night.